Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. It's channel talk time. I'm going to be reading some of your incredible comments. And before we do that, Vivienne Westwood hat, shirt this time. Nothing to censor. I could show the shirt. It's a square t-shirt, simple. Dedicating, as much time and thought to Vivienne Westwood because I spent some time with her. I mentioned this already in past videos. You could check out the photo of me and her on my Instagram profile, Super Dacob, all spelled together. Incredible, super inspiring. Just love that woman so much. As I love your comments so much because they inspire me beyond, I don't know, they just make me think, and I love it. Whenever an interesting comment makes me think, I just go ballistic in a positive way. I just get so much energy. I feel like I could do anything. You know what I mean? And it's just proof that we are all connected. We are all like these dots of light that are all connected, and it all makes sense, and it's all a unity. It's like a picture that's all united once you realize that you only can be worth anything if you are together with others. I think I mentioned this a long time ago in a video. Those usually it's in malls, like a car filled with chewing gum or little balls or whatever, and you got to guess the quantity of balls that are in the car, and then if you guess the exact amount of balls, you're going to win the car, and then nobody really guesses. Well, that's because you're always thinking individually. It is scientifically proven that the more people you ask, let's say we question 100 people about what they think, how many balls are filling up that car in the mall, and if you were to add up those 100 people's ideas and thoughts, like their numbers, that their estimates, and then you would calculate the average from those 100 people's estimates or estimated amount of balls in the car. This is shocking. You would nail, you might be off by 1 or 2. You would nail the amount of balls in the car, which proves to us that we united are strong. United, we have the answer. United, we have the truth. It's incredible. You could redo the test over and over and over again. The more people you ask, the closer you're going to get. Actually, you're going to get to the right answer. What is the amount of balls filling up that car? As an individual alone, isolated, all alone, you might not get it. But together, unity is strength. This is also why our governments, they don't want us to stay united, because they can control you if they isolate you. They make you believe, individuality is this huge thing. Unity is strength. Separation, never strength. Anyway, that's why, our community is so strong, and we have the most incredible comments on YouTube going down the comment section, because we understand the power of unity and sharing information with one another, because that makes us grow. So, in that respect, we're moving on directly to the luxury hybrid. How you doing, sweetie? On my Chanel seasonal bags, are they worth it? I love the classics. The only seasonal bag I'm upset that I missed out on was the Fall-Winter Cruise collection. There was this beautiful iridescent purple Mermaid boy bag that sold out faster than you could blink your eye. Purple being one of my favorite colors because it's so regal, and its iridescence was just so beautiful to look at. Thank you for sharing your precious collection and thoughts on this topic. Thank you so much, sweetie. Now listen. Let me ease your pain. That leather was crap. Purple is also one of my favorite colors. But on that leather, on that grain, I have had both the boy and also kind of that wannabe looking classic flap version with the same iridescent purple leather. And then one season later, they made the green iridescent. But anyway, it wasn't good quality. It was not the best leather. It looked plasticky. and it felt plasticky to the touch. So for all that money, and they cost a lot, especially because they were also iridescent and considered to be more difficult to make. And also, just wait and see how well they're going to age. I don't know how well that particular leather with that patina and that color is going to age. You know what I mean? Let's wait 3 or 4 years when they start popping up on, secondhand websites for $1.25. So I say once they hit the secondhand market and the price goes down in case, they have slight damage or something, then I would get it just for the pleasure of being able to say, I wanted it, I got it, now I can use it. I don't even have to be super cautious, to not bump it or anything. Sometimes pre-loved is really good that way because it allows you to enjoy even more a product because it already has a history, it already had a life with its past owner, and so it's kind of easier for you to live through the story of the prior owner, but also adding your own history to it. That's why I only buy used furniture, guys. I do not buy new. I love somebody else's trash is my treasure. And also you preserve the environment that way, especially when it comes to furniture, because they're big things, and I'm a huge fan of Werner Panton, my favorite designer of furniture, and he worked a lot with plastics. So for me, it's incredible to be able to get a chair from the 60s or 70s that was made in this particular material that I love so much. Baidur is the name of the material. It won't disintegrate, it'll never break. So if somebody doesn't want that chair anymore, I'll have it. I don't want it to go into garbage. You know what I mean? But anyway, again, she digresses. Moving on to the next comment. So, sweetie, it's fine. I get it. You love it. I usually find on the internet a high resolution picture of a product I love so much, and I save the image. And I look at it every time I dream of it. And it's almost like having it there. I have this whole collection of archived images of things I love, but I never got. And then one day you get it if you're patient enough, and then all of a sudden it's so abstract, the reality of it all. Sometimes I still prefer the image to the real object, or the packaging to the real. As a kid, I would always prefer the actual box things would come in rather than the actual product. I would just hold on to the package even more than what was inside of the package, because I just love really good thought out packaging. It's just so incredible. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Damien Cruz, how you doing, Damien, sweetie? On our most regretted purchases with Lacey Noel. By the way, big shout out to Lacey Noel. How you doing, sweetie? Missing you much. Here we go, guys. I always have people asking me, what do you feel about people wearing dead trends? And I tell them that if a trend is dying, then all the more reason to keep wearing it. I don't have much money, so when I buy a piece that's high-end, I rock it, even if no one is rocking it anymore. I just purchased the Vêtements for Champion hoodie, and someone recently told me, oh, Champion is dying again. And I told them that was good for me because I'd be the only one rocking it still. I totally agree with you, Damien. Completely agree with you. I don't wear a trend that's dying because I think, well, it's dying, less people are going to wear it. I just simply don't care. If somebody's so superficial, it's such a loser at the end of the day because they fall victim to consumer society's strategies, marketing strategies, these ploys that are made to make you purchase more. If you're a loser to fall victim to that and you look at what I'm wearing and what I'm wearing is maybe 10 years old and you're like, that sounds like 10 seasons or 20 seasons ago if it's 10 years old, at least 20 seasons ago. I'll be like, oh yes, well, you have absolutely no sense of style and taste, but at least you can do math. Boo. And now go to your corner and do boo-hoo. Because cry. Look at yourself in the mirror and cry. Cry until you realize that you got to pull yourself together and you got to realize that there's no such thing as last season. There never was. It's all just a construct, built to make you believe that you need something. They make you believe you need something new. You don't need something new. If anything, you want something new. But even then, you got to be very careful because you have to develop your sense of style, of taste, in order to understand, you know, what you really want. It's hard for everybody. It's hard for me too. I'm not saying I'm this like incredible person who always knows his shit. No, I'm lost many times. I have to focus. I have to step back. I'm like, Dacob, whoa, stop right there. Take 10 steps back and think about this. What is about this product that attracts you so much? Why do you want it? Do you really want it? Or is it some mind manipulation going on here that makes me think that I want it? And I start analyzing things. Yes, it takes some time. You got to also have the right willpower and the right interest, you know, and the right passion for certain things in order to, you know, go deeper and kind of understand more what is really inside of you that makes you want something. And once I've settled the score with myself, sometimes monologues are dramatic. I can imagine Dacob talking to Dacob. Silly, really. But it's fascinating, the outcomes, you know. Mostly with what I share with you are the triumphs, you know, like if I show you an object that I love so much, I consider it a personal triumph because I loved it so much that I found a way to purchase it, to obtain it, to get it for myself. So I'm super happy to be able to share this positive thing with you guys. I don't share a lot of like these mental also because it's not that I go through them on a daily basis. And sometimes they're like, you know, these mental processes of like thinking a certain object. Okay, no, I did share one with you. Sorry. No, you see, I lied. There you go. The Gabrielle bag, the Chanel Gabrielle bag. I shared with you the analysis of it. I went through that thought process of, oh, it's something new. Oh, okay, it's from Chanel. Okay, it has to be good. Or, you know, I'm going to give it up. I'm going to give it more attention than I would give Vetements, for sure, because I love Chanel. I don't love Vetements. But then I really paused, I took 2 or 3 weeks time to deliberate. I asked all of y'all's opinions also on Instagram because I trust your guys' opinions very much. And just like those balls in that car, you know, I collected all of your information, everything that you guys were posting underneath that Gabrielle Chanel bag, and I calculated my average. Oh, yes, I did. I did my math. And a no was the majority. And the masses, unified, never make a mistake. I digress. But you see what I mean? Also within this video, very fascinating, where we begin with the video, with information and how it develops. There's this process, and we're getting now to the point, we're halfway through the video, well, more than halfway through. Things develop further. It's very essential that we stick together through this process, this time, these around 20 minutes that we share together, that we actually really share them all the way through. Anyway, I digress. I also have to go back to my last video where I didn't really touch base completely on Nick. Nick, you wrote me, when you watch someone describe a Chanel bag or an unboxing in a video, what bothers you the most, or what do they say that is incorrect? So, Nick Solan, how you doing, sweetie? Another thing that bothers me really very much about that particular process is and I made a video about this. I hate without further ado, I hate that whole sentence, the whole construct, that either you begin with a freaking unboxing, but don't make a 15 video introduction about the reasons, the superficial reasons about why you're telling us that you're not going to do this unboxing because you want to show off. You know what? I don't care. You can even show off at the end of the day if that's part of your character. It could also be part of your charisma, you know, the showing off aspect. But what I don't like is justifications. It's like you're excusing yourself for 15 minutes for having gotten something, and then you finally get to the unboxing. And then the unboxing actually lasts, you know, the actual showing the piece lasts like 10 seconds. I hate that. That's so annoying. Just get to it. Show us what it is, because guess what? A YouTube video is not like television. Well, even television, now you could pre-record something and you could scroll through it. But what I want to say is when you're watching a YouTube video, I could just fast forward you. You know, I could see the little thumbnails like popping up. I could just fast forward you to the spot where you're unboxing the product. So, do you really want me to kind of skip through 15 minutes of your babbling about justifications, why you really got it, and your excuses? Or do you really have something meaningful to say? Have the balls and say it. Say it. It's okay saying, okay, you know, either, oh, I'm rich, I have the money, I'm going to buy the bag. Or you say, I worked my ass off for 3 years, now I can buy the bag. Or you say, no, I'm just a spoiled brat, my parents bought me the bag. It's all a spoiled brat. You know, the other video here. Spoiled brat. Family present for my birthday. By the way, I still have no clue. I have a sneaky suspicion, but I don't know. It's still closed. I don't know how I'm going to manage. This is not going to wait till my birthday. We're definitely going to unbox it before my birthday. But anyway, teasing you. Very tantalizing. Yes, and I just said oh yeah, get to it, unbox it. No, this has nothing to do with you at this moment for this particular box, because I'm really trying to hold out until the birthday. Because it would be just fair to open it for the birthday. But I'm weak. The flesh is weak. God darn it. So, anyway, get to the point. You know what I mean? If this video were entitled unboxing, which it's not, so I'm not going to unbox it. But if the video were entitled unboxing, I would get to it relatively, soon. So that's something that annoys me as well. Also, I don't like misinformation. Meaning, if you're not sure about something, you either say, guys, don't quote me on this, don't take my word for it, be honest about the fact that you're not sure about something, but don't sell it to us as if you know the truth 100%, if you're not sure about it. So either don't say it at all, or state it not as if it were a fact, but as if it were something like, hey, I heard this, I don't know if it's true, what do you guys think? Maybe somebody out there knows better. Let me know in the comment section down below. You know what I mean? A lot of these people talk about Chanel like they knew everything. I too do not have truth. I have a lot of opinions, very little facts. Because there's a lot of myth and mythology also surrounding Coco and her life and everything, But thanks to you guys, a lot of you that have either met her, well, not a lot have met her, but some of you that have actually met her or that know people that have met her in their lives also, wrote me comments or wrote me letters. And I'm learning so much. I know so much more now, thanks to you, than I did when I started this channel. It's, again, the ball's in the car. We're sharing so much. And by sharing, that unity creates strength and power because we know more. We know more when we unite. And boy, is it an incredible journey to learn, because it's the best way to learn when you are, from nature, naturally, instinctively curious. And also, learning is really fun when you're not forced to learn. You're not like you're sitting in university taking classes and you got to listen to the professor or teacher or whatever for an hour, 2 hours, for a whole lecture. And you're like, okay, I'm forced, I have to do it now. And then you kind of the way I'm built and constructed, my kind of whole being rebels against it. I don't want to be pressed into a box, into a construct, into a shape, But when I turn on YouTube, when I have that slot of time a day that I dedicate to answering questions and really dedicating my time, I try to do as much as I can. It's such a natural process. It just flows through me to read the comments. And, and then that's where the education hits me. Because you educate me, and I learn so much through this process that it's so instinctive. It's so natural. I never feel like I'm forced, and it feels good to learn that way together with you guys. It's the best university I've ever had in my life, really. It's like doing university all over again, but the way I always wanted it or envisioned it to be, or the way I always wanted it to be without even knowing that it could be that way. Oh my God, I'm blabbering off and I'm not even reading the comments. One last comment. I gotta end it again because the camera's gonna die. Harrison Langham. Harrison Langham, how you doing, sweetie? On my, this is an old video. Chanel Essential Bag Collection. So Harrison says, me and my mom love your channel so much. You're amazed. Keep being brilliant. Thank you so much, Harrison. So sweet of you. From what I see on your thumbnail, you're very young. So tell your mama she should be proud of you for having such a very caring and loving kid that's writing something so elegant and beautiful, with love and passion. That I could not dream for more than surrounding myself with caring, loving, inspirational people that just want to share positive energy. At the end of the day, that's just like the ultimate goal. So June is the month of my birthday, and all of you are sending me so much love constantly that I just like feel like, you know, my batteries are full. I'm totally charged, you know, and ready to conquer the world. So Harrison and all of you, everybody out there, thank you so much. I love you. If you did like this video, please do thumb it up. Leave me comments in the comment section down below. All sorts of things, you know, everything comes in mind. Post it there. And we're going to get to it as soon as possible. If you haven't already but do wish to, please subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So guys, we always say it. It's a mantra. The more we repeat it, and the more it becomes fact and reality. We never give up on love. Love you guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye.